Hi guys. So I thought I'd come on here and give you, well, I guess a good bump. Sorry. I hit the table. But I thought I'd come on here and give you how my doctor's appointment went. Yeah. Well, I got my lab work done, which I mentioned, and now it appears that something is bugging my eye. I got my lab work done, and I got my results back. I had a doctor's appointment the next day. We went to see her. It was crazy. It's a crazy day because my daughter was sick and we had to keep her home from school. We had her in the emergency room 2 days before that because when I checked her temperature at home, it had spiked to 103.5. This is after giving her fever reducer. It actually went up. So we took her to the ER. By the time we got there, it read 101. I had the air on. Who knows? Could have been a bad thermometer. It's new, but you never know. But anyway, they did all kinds of tests. No COVID, no RSV, no strep. They did x-rays of her chest. He took x-rays of her stomach because he felt like a little air bubble in there, which the x-ray came back okay. He couldn't really explain that. He told us to keep an eye on her, even though it wasn't the correct side for the appendix. He thought that maybe it could be like early appendix issues. It was not, but she was sick. And he said he thinks she just has an upper respiratory viral infection. And he wouldn't even give us a doctor's note. This was Saturday, and he would not even give us a note for Monday. So Sunday night comes, and she starts breaking out all over her body. It looks like hand, foot, mouth, or measles, or chicken pox, like all over her body. Little red dots, blister type things everywhere. So I'm like, okay, if she's contagious, I can't send her to school. She doesn't have a fever anymore, but this is odd. We had an appointment with my doctor that day anyway. So what we did was call in the morning and say, hey, is there any way we could bring her in with us? If they would not have let us bring her in with us, we were going to see if one of us could give our appointment to her, because clearly she needed seen. Something's going on. So the doctor looked at her, and it's just a viral rash. It's just from her being sick. But she was still contagious, and the doctor wrote her off for the entire week. So she has not been to school all week. We did get her homework, so she's all caught up on that. Nothing worse than like being behind at school, right? So she's all caught up. Obviously no school Monday because of the holiday, but she can't wait to go back Tuesday. Like, she's ready to be back now. So my husband had his appointment as well, and I had mine. Literally all three of us in the same room with the same doctor, one right after the other. So how did it go? Well, it went okay for me. I was down 10 more pounds from the last time that my weight had been checked by a doctor in their system. She was thrilled with that. Now, if you're like me, my number one concern, especially with me having been lightheaded and getting dizzy in the room spinning, I was really concerned, even though I know Dr. Barry says not to worry about your cholesterol. You can't help but worry about your cholesterol, because let's face it, I have very limited mobility. It's better now, but I still have a long way to go. I was huffing and puffing and having breathing issues for years, y'all, years. And the pulmonologist says, it's asthma. I thought it was my heart, right? Or my weight, or both. makes sense to me. And they checked like all these things last year when I was in the hospital. They checked my heart, they kept asking me, you sure you don't have asthma? And I'm like, I do not have asthma. Sorry, but I don't. My brother does, but I don't. So my doctor's like, you know what? Let's just send you to a pulmonologist since you had COVID and just check out your lungs and make sure there's no scar tissue and everything's okay. Turns out I have asthma, and pretty significantly. When I took the rescue inhaler, my breathing and oxygen level improved 33%. That's huge, huge. But I don't like taking medicines, including inhalers. And I don't like having a label of asthma on me either. Nothing against asthma. I don't want to be sick. I want to be well. So that diagnosis started this journey for me. I was already tinkering in keto. Well, I was more than tinkering in keto. I was on and off keto a lot. But I was tinkering with keto and carnivore. And I took that opportunity to say, okay, this is it. I'm actually going to give carnivore a try. Well, I was doing keto and slowly transitioning into carnivore, but I would have slip-ups and cheats. So, that's where I was. Then I decided, okay, I'm going to give straight carnivore a try. And so that's what I did. So July 12th, I started straight carnivore. And in the first 30 days, I lost 20 pounds. And between keto, carnivore, and my slip-ups and carnivore, I was down about almost 50. I think it was like 46 pounds between the two. Y'all, that's crazy. That's excellent. I'll take it. That's from my heaviest. That's what I was down. I will do a what I'm down now video when I hit the 12th, because that would be 2 months straight carnivore. But let's get back, because I like to squirrel. Let's go back to my doctor's appointment. So she was pleased with the weight loss, as am I. And I'm sure that the person taking my weight sees it and says, oh boy, this isn't going to go well. Because y'all, most people, we complain about our weight, right? Scale must be broke. Y'all, I always, always, always know where my weight is going to be, because I weigh every day. And I especially make sure that I weigh before I go to a doctor's appointment, because I want to see how close my scale is, right? And I know that it's going to be a little more there, because I don't weigh with all my clothes and shoes on at home like I do at the doctor's office. So it was pretty much what I expected. I think it was a pound or two higher than at home, which shoes, clothes, I expect that, okay? We got into the lab work, and my cholesterol numbers, which y'all, let's talk about it. We're all concerned about it. I was especially concerned about it because I'm not doing this way of eating to die. I am doing this because I want to live a long and very healthy life. And I want to be there to see my daughter grow up. And I want to get my voice back. My talking voice, my singing voice. I want to heal this body as much as I can with my way of eating and exercise. And then just trust the Lord for the rest, right? Because He will meet me where I can no longer go. But I can't expect Him to do everything for me, right? I can't say, Lord, please heal my eyes, or please take diabetes from me, and then go back out and eat all the crap I ate before, right? I could say that, but I'm going to end up right back in the same spot. So I've been really, 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 really good on carnivore. And it's been a lot easier for me. Not that it's easy, but it's been easier for me on carnivore. I don't know if it's because I was doing keto carnivore before I went straight carnivore, but keto flu, I didn't have. Do I get leg cramps sometimes? Sometimes I do, and I need more electrolytes. This morning was one of those times, y'all. Literally, strangest thing. Husband had Charlie horses. Daughter had Charlie horses. I had Charlie horses. I'm the only one carnivore. I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the doctor's appointment again. So my cholesterol numbers. Again, obviously I was concerned. Why would I not be? With being lightheaded now and getting dizzy. My cholesterol numbers have all, and I do mean all, improved. They've gotten better. Some just by a few, some by a few more, but they are all trending in the getting better. Now, my cholesterol, y'all, still, it needs work. But I actually expected it to be higher, and it wasn't. I was shocked. My blood pressure at the doctor's office. I have white coat syndrome. So my blood pressure always higher at the doctor's office than at home. And always higher at the doctor's office than it was the day of my appointment. Like 30 points higher than it was the day of my appointment. My top number was down 30 points, almost into the normal range. It was like 126/90. That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy because when I go to the doctor, I'm looking at 156, sometimes 164, occasionally 146. And the bottom number could be anywhere from 65 to 90. It just depends. She was thrilled with that, as was I. I was shocked by that because, again, I have that white coat syndrome, and I was thinking, this is never good. This is never good. I mean, the nurse took it. She's like, not too bad. And she told me the number. I'm like, that's incredible. Like, that's excellent. I will absolutely take that. For me, that's amazing. So all my cholesterol numbers are better. My weight's better. My blood pressure's better. Let's talk about my A1C, shall we? The last time I had my A1C checked, I was at 7.5. Yeah, 7.5. I was at 6.6. Y'all, almost a whole point down. That's incredible. That's just incredible. It actually lined up with my sensor perfectly. And if I wasn't using my phone to video, I would show you what it says now. It actually says 6.5 now. So it is still trending down. Now, that being said, I am still taking some fast-acting insulin. I am still taking my long-acting insulin. My long-acting insulin, at least right now, is my normal dose. It's 35 units twice a day. My long-acting insulin used to be anywhere from 40 to 60 units per meal. So if I ate 3 times a day or 4 times a day, it was a straight 40. If there were more carbs, it would be 60. And I may have to take some later to get it down because I could be in the 200 or 300s. I take sometimes, not every meal, anywhere from 10 to 15 units. I do not normally take them at every meal. I definitely take them in the morning because I have dawn effect and I am higher in the morning. And if I don't eat right away, which I hardly ever do because I'm intermittent fasting as well, if I don't eat right away, my sugar will shoot up. I could wake up at 110 and end up at 178 if I don't eat. That's just my body. I have a lot of healing to do. I do. But it is so comforting to know that I am trending in the healing area. It's amazing. My doctor was extremely happy with the improvement in my blood sugar. She just couldn't get over it. She could not believe it. And y'all, she's not my endocrinologist. This is my primary care. I see the endo doctor in October. And I'm hoping that they do another A1C. I don't know if they will because it's only 2 months instead of 3. But I'm hoping they do. Because I would love to know where it's at then. If they don't, then I'm going to go by my sensor numbers because it's working. But I am getting so close to the pre-diabetic range and no longer being diabetic. It's incredible. I just need to get off the insulin too. Now, I don't take any pills for my blood sugar. It is just the fast-acting and long-acting insulin. I do also take a water pill twice a day, prescribed and singular for the asthma, and it's got a 2-part name, but I only remember the first part. Maybe it's Brio Elantra or Brio Elantra, the inhaler. And then I have a rapid rescue inhaler, which I hardly ever take. But my goal is to get off all of that and to get as healthy as I can be. Will I ever go back to keto? I don't know. I might. I love vegetables. I miss them sometimes. I'm not really craving them. I'm not bored with my food at all. At all. I am a creature of habit. So if I find something I like, I can eat that something over and over and over, which I'm sure you have all noticed and gotten bored with the cheeseburgers. They are so good. So good. They are the bacon and cheddar hamburger patties from Walmart with cheddar cheese on them. And we make them in the air fryer and they're delicious. And all of us love them. So that's been my go-to. It's quick. It's easy. 3 of them is a pound of meat. So sometimes I do 3. Sometimes I do 2. Sometimes I do 2 with hot dogs because sometimes I'm craving the hot dogs. Sometimes I'm not. It is what it is. So I have way more energy. My uncle just moved back home from Denver, Colorado, and we were helping him empty his pods and move the stuff into his garage and into his house. I'm very, very limited in my mobility, but I was still able to help with some of the lighter things and even with some of the heavier things, as long as we didn't have to take him too far. You know, I was able to help my daughter with a big heavy bench and she couldn't believe it because I was lifting it higher than she was. Did I have to sit and catch my breath afterwards? Yes. But was I? No, I was just a little breathy. Y'all, I could not have done that a month ago. I could not have even come close to doing that a month ago. I see all these benefits. Will I go back to keto? I don't know. At this point in my mind, I'm seeing keto as more of a cheat meal or a cheat day than a lifestyle. And I'm seeing carnivore as my lifestyle. I can see me, I can visualize me doing carnivore forever. I can. I know that on Thanksgiving and Christmas, I will not be carnivore. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared about that. Am I scared because I think it's going to spiral me? No. I think it's going to make me sick. And I don't want to be sick because I want to enjoy the day with my family. And I want to enjoy the day. We play cards and we have lots of fun. And I don't want to be sick. My body is not used to the vegetables or the sweets. And there's always a lot of sweets. I'm worried. Now, I always help my mom make the food. My goal is to try to encourage her maybe to not do as many sweets because, y'all, we always have a ton, way more. Everybody takes food home with them, and she's still eating it for a week. So we can do a little less. I'm just saying we can do a little less desserts. But if I were to stay carnivore on that day, I would literally only be eating turkey. And while I like turkey, I can't do that. Mentally, I'm not there. By then, who knows? But mentally, I'm not there yet. So, have I exercised or hit the gym? Yes and no. I did exercise one time a few weeks ago. I did a 1 mile walk inside, and it was like a 15-minute video, and I had to pause it every 2 to 2.5 minutes. The longer I went in the video, the faster I had to pause it. And I'd have to sit down, slow down my heart rate, catch my breath, get back up and go again. I completed that video though. I completed it. Now, I have lost some weight since then, and I feel the need and desire to go to the gym. I just haven't pulled the trigger, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. I'm actually a lot less now than when I joined the gym. I don't know what it is. I love working out. I love going to the gym, but I haven't been there in so long, even though I'm paying for the membership. I was paying for that membership the whole time I had COVID. I was paying for that membership when my dad was sick and passed away. I was paying for that membership when my mom was in the hospital. Paying for the membership that I haven't used, basically. So I need to go. I want to go. I desire to go. But I just can't seem to make that push. So that is my goal. That is my goal this coming week, is to make that push and at least get to the gym one time. I'd like to be there 2 or 3, but at least once would be great. Just one time, just one. So what did my doctor think when she was excited about the A1C? She's like, I don't know what you're doing, but whatever you're doing, keep doing it because it's working for you. It's really great. And I told her then that I was doing carnivore. And she was excited, y'all. She's like, it's really healthy to eat that way. That's the way you should be eating. That's the way everybody should be eating. I did not expect that. I mean, she's used to me doing crazy things, but I did not expect that. It gave me a little relief. Now, let's talk about why I've been getting dizzy and lightheaded. Her theory is that it's an inner ear thing. And I was having jaw pain, like a toothache, and an earache. It could be that. It's gone now. It was gone the day that I went to the doctor. The dizziness and lightheaded is also gone. It very well could have been that. Could be something else. I'm going to assume it's that and just push forward because I know that what I'm doing is healing my body literally from the inside out. Literally from the inside out. The numbers, they do not lie. So then she gets to my husband. His A1C went up 0.1. Not great. not great at all. It's higher than mine. And it needed to come down at the last visit. But, you know, in the scheme of things, 0.1 isn't like the end all, but it's the wrong direction. And his blood pressure was good. But she actually suggested to him that maybe he try doing what I'm doing and do carnivore, which I'm all on board with, but he hasn't signed off on yet, so we'll see. Ironically enough, though, that next day, his whole day of eating was no carbs. He's like, I just don't feel like carbs today. I don't know, but I thought it was a little comical. I wish he would do it. I know he'd feel better. I know he'd hurt a lot less. And he'd have a lot more energy. But I think he's just going to have to see it in me and then want it bad enough. Right? We can't do it for people. Nobody can do it for me. We can't want it for people more than they want it. Nobody can want it for me more than I want it. And you actually have to get to that point where you're like, enough is enough. I'm not doing this anymore. Today is the day I change my life with this meal. Don't even wait till tomorrow. Start with your very next meal. Like, don't wait. Don't wait. So obviously y'all know I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. This is my experience. My numbers are trending in the right direction. And I'm ecstatic about that because I really thought they were going to be super high. I mean, y'all see what I'm eating. You see literally everything I'm eating. And I really expected, with all the extra butter and the bacon and the meat and the quantity that I'm eating, that I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. And I'm thrilled that it was. I'm shocked, but I'm thrilled. Do I give some to my dog? Yes. Yes, I do. Does he get much? No, he does not. No. He's not getting a whole hot dog unless I make an extra one, or I have my husband make me an extra one that is designated for him. But he will always get a bite or two, like always. But now he will get more if I'm full. He will absolutely get whatever's left. Absolutely. But he is not complaining about the food either. Y'all, this dog has something with cheeseburgers. He may love them more than I do. Now, he likes them with bread, without bread. Like, it's nothing for us to get him a cheeseburger through McDonald's drive-thru, and this dog goes nuts, okay? But my cheeseburgers that I've been eating, the bacon cheddar ones with the cheese on top, I leave him some, and he just lays there and moans, like, ooh, while I'm eating. But anyway, he lays there and moans while I'm eating, and he knows that if he's good, when I'm done, he will get a bite or two. So usually I will hold the plate up and say, have you been a good puppy? Have you been good? You have been good. You deserve a little bite or a treat. Y'all, while I'm saying that, I'm not kidding you, with cheeseburgers, he starts drooling. I'm like, just take it. I don't need you drooling everywhere. Literally drool. This dog loves cheeseburgers. Doesn't really do it for steak or bacon. He likes them a lot. But there's nothing like a cheeseburger for this dog. I don't get it. But he will literally drool, and sometimes I'm thinking I understand, like, those cheeseburgers, they're my addiction. We ran out, and my husband sent me to the store to get more. Like, That is what it is. Y'all, I gotta go. My ribs are done. I've got to go check on the ribs. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little bell. It just notifies you whenever I upload a video. And I hope you all have a very blessed day. And I hope the news was worth your wait. And if you're on the fence, just jump on. Just do it. Just try it. Try it for 30 days. 30 days. What are you out? Listen, even I thought, can I really do this for 30 days? I am quickly approaching 60 days of straight carnivore. And I've been doing keto carnivore with cheats since April 10th. You can do it. Trust me, you can. It's wonderful to not have cravings for all the junk and to crave the meat. So when you ask me, am I getting bored? Do I eat the same food? Bored of eating the same foods? No, I don't. Because, well, one, I'm a creature of habit and I like to eat the same thing over and over that I like. And two, my body's craving it. That is what I crave when I'm hungry. And I'm not hungry a lot. Before I cheated on my husband's birthday, I was only eating one meal a day because I just wasn't hungry. And if you noticed my meals, they've been like 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day. And now I am backing back off because I'm just not hungry. So my body is starting to adjust to not having cheated. Thank you, Lord. All right, guys, be blessed. I got to go get that before it burns. Bye, guys.